Hi there, welcome back to Gap Girls BTS Reactions. We are finally reacting to RM's Wildflower featuring Eugene. We have been getting so many comments that we have to react to this song. I am so excited. RM is my man. I'm really looking forward to this.
It's a beautiful song, especially Eugene as well. She's got a beautiful voice.
Okay, does she do vocals in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's fantastic. And then we'll probably also react to the live version featuring Eugene.
Okay.
I really like that one too.
Wonderful. Anything RM and BTS related, I am here for it. So,
she loves him.
You ready to get started?
Yes.
All right.
동경했어 난 그저 화려하게 치고 싶은 날 시작의 전부터 나 상상했었지 그때 웃으며 박수 쳐줄 수 있게 나 소원했어 난 믿었던 게 다 멀어지던 때
Are you, oh my gosh, some of these lyrics are so deep. I yearned for a beautiful fall, an end where I could applaud and smile. I mean, these are really deep. And then at some point in the lyrics he says, no name, that's what I have, and a heart that underestimates you.
He's so humble.
I mean, I feel like, okay, I don't know exactly where the song is going yet, but he's not giving himself enough credit so far in the lyrics.
He's very poetic.
Incredibly, beautifully poetic. Okay, let's keep listening.
수 있게 나 소원했어 나 믿었던 게 다 멀어지던 때 이 모든 명예가 이제 멍해가 됐을 때 이 욕심을 제발 걷어가소서 어떤 일이 있어도 오늘을 나로 하게 하소서 Oh every day and every night Persistent pain and criminal mind 내 심장 소리에 잠 못 들던 밤 창밖에 걸은 청승마 지초승 달 I do wish me a lovely night 내 분수보다 비대해질 life 저기 날아오르는 풍선을 애쓰지고 다져 물어 대체 지금 어때 Where you go where'd you show you where'd you try
We were both about to pause. You're right. Her voice is gorgeous.
Beautiful. And they blend so well. This song is giving me chills for so many reasons. His poetic writing, he's an exceptional songwriter. He's very poetic. He is so talented. And he's so humble. If maybe he's just very humble. I would say something else, but I don't want to go down that road. But he's very humble. You can tell with his writing, there's so much emotion. And then with his voice, with her voice, it's just, in the whole meaning, it just is giving me chills. It's just so beautiful, a little sad.
Yeah, his lyrics that fame is his shackles, and then he says, just let me be myself. This is a very deep song. I feel like you're really getting into RM's mind with this song. He's really being vulnerable with his lyrics, And her singing voice is very emotional, so it's adding that extra power to that song, that emotional punch. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm still getting chills. And it's not even halfway.
We're not even halfway through the song.
마지막일까 전부 진결이 나 하나 열까지 다 이지그치 끝한 가면은 언제 벗겨질까 예민우 히로 민우 빌런 아무것도 아니나 공회전은 반복돼 기억들은 안폭해 난 눈물을 판 속에 시선을 던져 하루에 뭘 원했었던 건지 이제 기억이 안나 얻었다 믿었던 모든 행복은 교차했나 No matter what's wrong 그게 뭐가 됐건 새벽의 호 자락을 붙잡고 뭔가 토해내는 기억 목소리 막힌 자들의 사회 난 여전히 침묵을 말해 이건 방백과 수간도 담배 모두 오해 편견들의 타겟 반갑잖아 너의 행가래 내 두 발이 여기 땅 위에 이름도 없는 꽃들과 함께 다시 별에 가시고 소확해 발밑으로 와주시고 목적 없는 목적지로 슬픈 줄도 모르고 그림자와 저 친구로
Powerful.
Oh my god, RM.
So powerful.
Okay, I'm just like getting teary-eyed because the song is making me emotional because he seems so sad in the lyrics. And basically he's lost. He hasn't found his purpose. He doesn't know what he's doing yet. And we reacted to The Rise of Bangtan Chapter 2 where RM said something that just touched me in my core as far as relating to that statement. He said that he always performed well in school. He always excelled. Everybody always said that he was one of the smartest, hardest working when it came to school.
And that was you.
And that was me. But he had no dream. He didn't know what he wanted. He was kind of lost. He didn't know what he wanted to pursue. So he felt a lot of pressure. He knew that he was smart, but he had no dreams. And that's exactly how I felt 10 years ago, longer than 10 years ago, when I graduated high school, and kind of talked about that in that reaction video. And so I feel like that statement of his we're getting deeper into that in this in this song. We're getting deeper into the fact that he's so exceptionally talented, incredible writer, but he just hasn't found that purpose yet. And so there was a lyric that said, he's not the hero, he's not the villain, I'm barely anything. And I just said, that is so powerful in how incredibly sad that is.
So sad. ORM, if you only knew.
I know.
If you only knew.
Okay, I'm going to go back to that verse that we just listened to.
Oh.
Because I think that is one of the most incredibly written, lyrically wise, powerful verses. Okay.
Chills. It gives me chills.
내 마지막일까 전부 진결이 나 하나 열까지 다 이지그치 끝한 가면은 언제 벗겨질까 예민우 히로 민우 빌런 아무것도 아니나 공회전은 반복돼 기억들은 안폭해 난 눈물을 판 속에 시선을 던져 하루에 뭘 원했었던 건지 이제 기억이 안나 얻었다 믿었던 모든 행복은 교차했나 No matter what's wrong 그게 뭐가 됐건 새벽의 호 자락을 붙잡고 뭔가 토해내는 기억 목소리 막힌 자들의 사회 난 여전히 침묵을 말해 이건 방백과 수간도 담배 모두 오해 편견들의 타겟 반갑잖아 너의 행가래 내 두 발이 여기 땅 위에 이름도 없는 꽃들과 함께 다시 별에 가시고 소확해 발밑으로 와주시고 목적 없는 목적지로 슬픈 줄도 모르고 그림자와 저 친구로 원래 내 것은 아무것도 없었지 And don't tell me like gotta be a someone 난 절대 그들처럼 될 수 없음네 흐르는 시작은 여태껏 날 지켜온 단 하나의 힘과 철 타는 불꽃에서 들꽃으로 손에 내서 영원으로 나의 황량한 들의 나무를 언젠가 나 되돌아가래 저 하늘을 흩어질래 Like a flower, 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 flower 눈부시게 Like a flower, flower, like flower, flower
That was a powerful
Oof.
song at the end. Did you notice the purple flowers?
Of course.
Always honoring Army. That was emotional.
And I love how it's not a firework, it's a flower work. And he said something about the fireworks turning into flower works, which I thought was really interesting play on words there. And then he says that he's in an open field. He's in a flower field. That's where I'm at. So that was just very powerful because I feel like I can relate. Even though when I'm listening to him say these words, I'm thinking, gosh, you really just underestimate yourself.
He does.
And you don't realize how incredibly amazing you are and talented, but you're your own worst critic, right? You're your own worst enemy. And it just seems to him that nothing he does will be good enough for himself. And even after everything he's accomplished. And like I was saying, back to the Rise of Bangtan, where he said that he had no dream, it still kind of feels like that thought is very reminiscent in this song, even though that clip was from 10 years ago when the No More Dream music video came out. The song was, their very first song was released, and that was something he kind of said back then. He wanted to be a voice for the youth who also felt a little lost. But it's just so sad that this song makes it feel like he still feels that way, or those thoughts are still inside of him, or hopefully he doesn't feel that way anymore. Maybe this song is hopefully, I'm just hoping, because I think he's so amazing, I can't imagine he feels this way, but hopefully this is maybe just a distant memory of thoughts that he has, that he's talking about, and is speaking on for people who currently feel that way.
I hope so, because at the end he's laying in the purple flower field, and he seems at peace with himself. I
hope so, because these lyrics, and he even said that poetry is how he began and it's what protects him. It's his shield, basically. His lyrics are so deep, and he says that he's friends with shadows. I mean, gosh,
that's why he's so poetic.
I mean, this man needs to be recognized for his lyricism, lyrics, lyricry, lyricoetry,
all the above.
Polyracy.
His writing skills.
Incredible
writing skills.
He has to be up there. I think there was a list or an award or something of some of the modern best lyric writers. And Taylor Swift was on there. And Lana Del Rey was on the list. But I'm sorry, ladies. You gotta move over. You gotta move over, because You need to share that spot. I think RM needs to be in there.
He definitely does need to be on there. And maybe it's something that we don't even realize because they've won so many awards.
That's true. He could have been recognized for it.
He could have been. I'm hoping he deserves it. I mean, with this type of writing, every time I listen to this song, it gives me chills. Gives me chills. His writing, the music, the whole thing. Now, not all songs give me chills continuously. And how is it that I still get chills the back of my neck when I listen to this video? And I've been trying to get you to, and she doesn't want to watch a lot of videos. She wants to get an honest reaction.
I don't like to pre-study the song. I like to get my actual reaction on camera. I think it's great because you do the pre-studying, so you kind of get some knowledge and some research on the song or the video beforehand, which is great. And then I'm hearing it for the first time. So I think we have a nice combination.
Yes, we do. And I'm so glad you finally heard this song. I knew you were going to love it.
This just makes me love him even more.
Yes, and you feel like you have he's been your bias since the beginning.
Yes, from literally the first video.
And so now it makes
I feel like there's a deeper connection now.
I think so.
Because I didn't know we, at some point, were on the same level, mind-wise, spiritually, about our view on life and our future, basically.
Well, I was so proud of you for always being an excellent student. I knew that you were college bound and you were going to accomplish wonderful things. But in high school, when I had conversations with you about, okay, we've got to plan out what your where you're going to go to school, and you just didn't know. You didn't know your career path. You knew you wanted to go to college, but you just, you kind of have to pick your major so you know what class it. And I just...
It's a big decision for an 18-year-old.
It is. Now I understand. Back then I didn't understand. But I gave you the space because you just sat down with me like, Mom, I don't know.
And I took some time off from school, and I did end up going back after some time. And even when I went back, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. It took me 10 years to figure it out. 10 years, maybe even longer than 10 years after graduating high school. So if you're out there and you're almost done with high school and you're feeling pressure to pick something and you have no idea, you're not alone, because it's a big decision for such a young person who doesn't have any experience out in the real world. They've lived with mom and dad their whole life, and mostly everything's been paid for their whole life. And now it's like, okay, now you have to go be on your own. You have to study. You have to pick something. And this is what you have to dedicate your life to now. I mean,
it is
a lot of pressure.
Especially if you're not really sure. I think it's because ever since I was 12 years old, I knew what I wanted to do with my life.
We were so different.
So different. I knew. Even though I actually never even pursued that dream because my parents thought it was a foolish path, but they should have encouraged me anyways.
But you had the Asian mother.
I had the strict Asian mother who probably thought, she's just going to get married.
Be a housewife.
Yeah.
And then we had, my grandpa was very old school, country boy.
Don't bother with school. You're just going to get married. They were both like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get married.
Well, I hope this is just a song that he's like reflecting back on old thoughts.
I hope so.
I hope he still doesn't feel this way. But you can't convince a person of something if in their head that's what they believe.
Yes, and I think in Korean culture, parents are very hard on their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing is good enough. And I can't speak for all Korean parents, but I just know from my own family that's how it was.
Yeah.
Very, very strict.
Well, I am glad that we finally listened to this song because it is powerful. I have to watch it at least 10 times more and look at the lyrics each time, because every time I was reading the lyrics, every single line outdoes the last. Oh my gosh, that line was incredible, and then he just comes off with another line. It's like, that one was amazing too, and his voice was incredible. His rapping skills are always on point, and he was doing a little bit of singing, and you can kind of hear that deepness in his voice, which is amazing. So this guy's got it all going on, and I think the next time I watch this video, I have to actually pay attention to the music video and what's going on, because I was so absorbed in the lyrics.
Well, that's the reason why with really a lot of BTS, I have to watch it multiple times. Number one, because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so first I just want to get the overall feel of it without even knowing what the meaning, what the lyrics are. So I'll have to watch it a few times to let the music sink in and let the singing sink in, let the whole video get the whole visual, and then get the lyrics, and then start all over again, because put it all together again. And sometimes I'll miss certain things, miss some lyrics, or maybe a dance move, or a singing part of it. And so it's almost like a nice surprise. After the 12th time, the 15th time, I'm always discovering something different. I think that's the reason why I love BTS so much. It's just so, all their videos, RM, it's just incredibly made and thought through.
Yeah. Oh, and then I forgot to mention one of the lyrics he said is that the world, it wants voices that are loud, or, promotes voices that are loud, and he's still speaking in silence. And then he's in the darkness or something, and he's making friends with shadows. I mean, I did not say it nearly as good as his lyrics, but that's from my memory of watching this video one time.
That, to me, I interpret that as there's a side of him that's very lonely.
Yes.
Even though the whole world knows him, and even though he's got his 6 brothers that they stick together constantly. I think they're a little bit more independent now. They have their own homes. But that's very powerful. How can you he's just very deep. Mm-hmm. Sensational.
Yes. Amazing. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad I finally got to it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.